OutEquip low profile rooftop air conditioner. There it is. We've got all the stressful work done, so now I feel comfortable bringing out the camera. All right, here's some of the parts that it came with: some zip ties, some hardware, mounting brackets. This is what you'll actually see once it's installed. We got the remote here, which needs batteries that it did not come with. Actually, yeah, it does not look like it came with the batteries, but we'll get some for that. Insulation, that's like the beauty ring. This goes inside of there. Cover up the hole in the roof. We did it. Cut a 14-inch by 9-inch hole right in the roof, in the bunk area of the tour van. This is going on Wild Party's tour van. We are plugged in and charging right now. There's our readouts. Been running this thing, I think he's like in a month, 6 weeks, maybe 2 months now. This actually had some thin insulation on the roof. So I drilled a little test hole in that front corner, came back down to the bottom, kind of checked out where our insulation was and all that, right in between these supports. So there's a support right here and there's a support where that silver is. So this is gonna be right in the middle of two supports. Finally, the compressor and all that will be like right here on this support, this weight-bearing, load-bearing piece here. We got like, this is like little dress-up stuff, I don't know, cardboard insulation stuff. So we just took this one out of the way, got the insulation peeled back. We got a nice big hole. This is for like a roof light, little light. We're at the point now where I need to go on the roof, clean up the edges, stick down the insulation, and set the unit in place. The only thing I haven't figured out yet is how I want to do the wiring. We got 12 feet of wiring, and the unit's back here, and we need to go up there underneath the couch is where it hooks up. So we'll see about that, but most importantly, I want to get this hole sealed up. Even if the unit doesn't work, but it's installed, at least rain and all that won't get in. So let's get on the roof. I got a cheat code forklift. This thing's only 45 pounds, I think it said, something like that. It's not heavy, it's just kind of big. 2 people could get it on this roof with a ladder, no problem. But since we're at work, we've got the forklift, we're gonna run it up to the roof. I'll climb up the ladder and we'll look at the hole from up top. There's our hole, there's our AC. Time to put that gasket on around said hole. It has these like, that's like a stiff rubber piece. Whoa, you can't see. That's like a stiff rubber piece. This piece of foam is super squishy. This rubber piece is solid so that it doesn't crush all the way. So it's gonna kind of hold the unit an inch or so off the roof here. It did say that I need to notch the, for these ribs here in the middle, I'll need to notch the foam. That's the next step. I'm gonna work on starting to lay down this foam and notching it where the humps are so it's flat once the AC sets on it. Gasket's in. Doesn't have to look pretty because you can't see it. So we just went for it. Put all the silicone. Sealed her all the way in there. I got just enough left for the wiring. I still don't know what I'm gonna do with wiring. I can go straight down right next to it, but then I gotta run all the wires inside. So I'm thinking like if I drop the wires in right here, but then still gotta like put it in the exact perfect spot to run it down the wall. So we'll see. I don't know yet. I'm just gonna set that bad boy on there and see how it sits. There it is. We got some foam in the back to hold up the back of it. Luckily this like dip right here is where all the air is gonna be flowing through. So there's the fan on top, so that'll be kind of perfect. Looks like it's lining up pretty good. So now we're gonna go inside, bolt it down. Wiring, still just thrown across the roof. Like I said, we'll get wiring sorted after once this thing's installed and there's not a giant hole that's keeping the van vulnerable, I'll feel better about that and we'll do wiring. I got this bracket in with the wires like on this side of it, so I think that's right. That's good. I got bracket number 2 ready to go in. It says we can cut these off, so once I run them up, but it's really just gonna depend. Like, I don't want those sticking down, so I think we are gonna have to cut them shorter, because this, you know, well, you know what I need to do? Now, I need to cut this in the right shape. We're back roof side. Everything's bolted down. I'm happy with how it's looking. We got it bolted all the way up. I'm not gonna cut these. I test fit this panel, like this cover panel that goes over everything, and it wasn't touching these bolts. So I'm gonna leave them just because I don't want to cut them unnecessarily, but get more metal shavings and all that everywhere. So we're gonna move forward with leaving those. I need to cut a hole in this, so went ahead and masked off that whole area. I got a rough measurement from here based off of where now center is. Cut a hole in this and install it. Whole oscillating tool. I used my oscillating tool, and it did this thin stuff great, but on the sides it's kind of like sound deadening. It's a little thicker, kind of chewed it up, but it worked. Hopefully it's the right spot because we went fully installed. We got her locked in where she's supposed to be. We still have wiring. We still have the wiring to run inside, but I freaking stoked about this. Finally feeling good about this install, guys. This came like that, a little scratched up, but finally feeling, you know, it's kind of scary drilling holes into other people's stuff that costs a lot of money, installing parts that cost a lot of money. I want it to be perfect and nice. I don't know, can you see, I think it's crooked, a little crooked, it got a little twisted, but look at the fitment on that light right there, side to side. I mean, as good as it. Look at the factory. The factory's got some gaps. There it is, final install. We opted to run it off the side. Instead of going behind and like making it square, I ran it across at an angle so we had enough to reach all the way down to the battery, down to the floor. So we're about to go find out. I haven't been inside yet to find out if that works or not. But we just got these 4 little ties. If you don't have a pair, you need a pair. These are specifically Mac tools, but they're flush cutters. Like, they don't leave the little razor edges for people to get sliced and diced on. PF12FC, and they cut zip ties off flush, so there's no damage. All right, we got this dropping through the cabinet. First, I guess it comes through the roof, down through the cabinet. Down here, we're gonna zigzag around. That's where the cord is coming through for the outside, and under there is where it all hooks up. Gonna be the perfect length. We took off the 100 amp breaker just so it would fit through in smaller holes. We didn't have to fit this whole thing. We could just fit the small wires. Now, on the roof, I did not explain, but this, typically it's called split loom, and it has a split in it, and you can just stick the wires through all as you go. It's not weather protect, not nothing. This stuff, I was reading in the directions, is weather tight. So it's fully sealed all the way around, weather rated, if you will. So it being on the roof, exposed to the elements and siliconed down like it is, it will be watertight. So that was good to know. Did not know that before. I thought that I needed to get this whole thing weather sealed, but nope, it is already. Let's get it hooked up. We got it wired in. Run in there. Just a quick refresh on this setup. We got a 60 amp DC to DC charger, 600 amp hour battery, 60 amp 110 to 12 volt charger, little breaker, runs all the lights, fans, everything. Refrigerator over here, 750 watt inverter. We got lights and fans. Check that out.
It's blowing, baby. It's on Celsius.
This was just at 99% and 99 hours. The amps have leveled out. 17 hours.
Dang.
16 minutes, 15 hours. It's still adjusting.
Only need 7 good hours of sleep.
I know, I want to plug it in too. Now it's on 14 hours. I want to, like, once it levels out and it's like, it's set to 62. It won't get it down to 62. I mean, it's,
how hard is it outside, 70?
Let's see, I think I need 73 degrees outside.
Swing.
So it took, I started at 1 o'clock, now it's 6 o'clock. So it took 5 hours to install.
Solo.
And that was with filming, and that was solo. And now I could do the next one probably in 3 hours. now that there's no guesswork in installation. Pretty freaking sweet.
That's awesome.
Oh man, sleeping on this top bunk. You're just gonna turn this little vent right here, blasting right on you. Sleep through the night.
I kind of want to try the heat. See if we can get the heat to kick on.
Yeah.
So I just put it at like 90 or something just to see. I don't really want to get hot, but.
Ooh, what's the green thing say?
Yeah, that says Eco. I think. I can't really.
All right, we were playing with the remote some more. We got lights. We also figured out you can turn, where did it go? That light off, so it could be pitch black back here when the curtains are done, not voltage. I wanted light. So you can turn everything off and have no lights. You can turn on some side lights. You can turn on the readout. We set it to heat. We crank the temperature now. 86. You wouldn't want it to be 86 in here anyways. All right. Swing would be like the oscillation of the vents, but these vents are manual. So, oh, it is warm. That's crazy.
Dang, yeah.
It's blowing warm air.
Sweet.
Dude, this is gonna be awesome.
How did that change the voltage?
I guess I won't know. You'll have to tell me if it's awesome.
Heat's more powerful than cooling?
It's the same. Okay. As far as I know, it's just the direction of the Freon flowing. So, 13 hours.
Sweet.
If you wanted 86 degrees in here, you got 13 hours of heat. We got the AC ripping on turbo, 62 degrees setting, 13 hours. It says it'll run like that. Hey Link, will you plug the van in?
Yep.
Please? Let's see, so with whatever it's drawn, well, it's drawn 42 amps, so now we're about to hit it with 60 in. There it goes. Dude, even running, so it pulls 40 amps.
Okay.
The chargers are 60 amp chargers, so you're positive 20.
Amazing.
So even though you're running, you got a 40 amp draw, you got 60 amps in, so it's a positive. Right now it's 18 amps.
I'm still positive I'll turn everything on.
That's a good question.
Turn all the fans on, turn the inverter on.
Does all this stuff draw another 20 amps?
I bet it's
All the fans, all the lights, well, most of the lights. And the TV's on right now. Is the fridge on?
no. The inverter's off too.
Nothing's hooked up to the inverter, so it shouldn't draw much power.
That's okay.
We got the fridge turned on. We're either gonna set this thing on fire or it's all gonna work awesomely. Positive 9 volts still.
Heck
9 volts still.
Awesome.
That's freaking great with everything running in here. Except the van engine.
Yeah, I don't even need it.
So cool.
Just living here.
It's getting to be there. It's cold back here.